It was about a month ago that scientists announced success in splicing together the gene of a human with that of a goat. And currently, in top secret government laboratories in the heartland of America, there are evil scientists working to clone humans. Estimated time of completion July 2011, with the intent of cloning a master soldier army capable of eventually battling the insurgency in Iraq. My latest work is representational of the mutants created during the research and development phase of cloning humans. As with Dolly, the first cloned sheep, the path to success is clogged with the disfigured corpses of failed attempts. People often ask me why I make these renderings of the mutants. Well, here's the background. As a conceptual artist, it's very difficult to make ends meet. I don't have the merchandise that sells easily to the public, not like writers or painters or musicians. And this winter was tough. I didn't have enough money for food or shoelaces, let alone art supplies. But a couple of weeks ago, I was walking on the beach. I was depressed and worried, and then I spotted this suitcase atop a ledge, and the tide was rising. It was full of random doll parts, and I interpreted this as a good sign. When I got home, I did some research online to see if I could sell the doll parts to make some money to buy art supplies. Naturally, I went to eBay first, and I discovered that the doll parts really weren't worth anything. But during the research, I learned about this very creepy and scary world of doll reborning, a kind of subculture of doll art that I have to say was pretty creepy. The reborning craze is going crazy. Apparently, it's this huge industry among the rabid pro-life, want to have more babies but can't, or their husband won't let them crowd. And let me break it down to bare facts. These so-called doll artists using factory-manufactured vinyl dolls create these ultra-realistic creepy representations of newborn infants using this process known as reborning. I gotta be brutally honest, these babies don't look alive. They look dead, more stillborn than newborn, and yet people buy them. Are you sitting down? Sometimes the prices go upwards of $2,000 or $3,000. $2,000 or $3,000? Are you kidding me? That's whacked. So to get inside this nefarious underworld, I enrolled in this online tutorial run by the infamous doll artist Christine Cavanaugh, who calls her creations God's little itty-bitty tiny angels. Warning, the following scenes contain brutal acts of brutality. I'm going to reborn the twins and another dolly that I call Polly, and that's Polly P. A U L I E. You gotta rip the bodies apart, but like a deer hunter, I will reuse these bodies. probably installing some sort of traditional stuffed animal head, perhaps a panda bear. You'll note that the twins are anatomically correct, and for some reason Polly isn't. So Christine Cavanaugh says only acetone will remove the factory finish from a vinyl doll head. And it turns my stomach to say this, but they perform what's called opening the mouth. I refuse to open the mouth. I mean, you're going to use a sharp knife and cut the little baby's mouth open. And then these doll artists glue a super strong magnet on the inside of the head by the mouth. And then they put a magnet in a baby pacifier so that when they hold the magnet, baby pacifier up to the baby's mouth, it just gets sucked right in there, magnetized. My dollies don't suffer such indignities. Bang Bang's mutant dollies are lovingly handcrafted in a smoke-free environment, and no knives are used during the reborning process. Then they painstakingly paint the heads and the faces and the arms and the feet the color of corpses. However, Bang Bang's mutant dollies are different. The twins, I think, represent both the yin and yang and are painted accordingly. Christine Cavanaugh says baking the babies in the oven ensures that the paint sticks to the vinyl. By the way, her tutorial had a typo. The proper temperature for cooking the acrylic paint is 200 degrees, not 400 degrees. I learned the hard way during my first attempt. Poor Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. I'll be having an exhibition of my mutant dollies this summer at a brand new galleria where people will be able to see the mutant dollies, meet the mutant dollies, and hopefully buy them. So I've got a lot of work to do. The twins will be done very soon. I envision joining them together and mounting them on a Lazy Susan so they'll be able to spin around and around and around. And then it'll be time to start my most ambitious reborning project yet. 3 sets of quintuplets. I'm very excited. It's a big project, lots of possibilities. I plan on taking some chances. Really want to make it an evocative piece. I'm just not sure how to integrate the 5 pair of buttocks.